Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks Weekly Roundup Podcast, episode 129. I'm your host, Tommy, joined by John.
How's it going?
In person.
Yep.
We're in the same place.
How weird is that? Tommy just got back from a long trip and he is sore and tired.
It hurts.
A little
I'm
sunburned.
red.
You don't look too bad.
No, it feels worse. And yeah, so exhausted. We have Star Wars Shadows of the Galaxy pre-release was this weekend. I missed it, obviously, because I was away for 4th of July. Sad that they planned, a pre-release or a release the week after.
I
But
mean,
it happens.
I think a lot of people have like minimal commitments for 4th and then they game for the weekend.
That's
it's
fair.
a long weekend.
That sounds nice.
That's what I did.
That's what I wanted to do. But I was not able to do. But I heard a bunch of good things and a bunch of cool situations that will happen with Limited, and we'll talk more about Star Wars and that what's going on with release next week and how things are looking. And then what else did you want to talk about?
Magic, what I played, what's going on, what's in my head.
Okay.
I've lost my mind.
Okay.
I fell down a rabbit hole of Jund. It was
Jund.
a lot of fun.
Okay. Okay.
And I played some games, so we'll talk about that. 4th of July, Magic, nothing wrong with that.
No.
So, yeah.
Cool. Where do we want to start? What we played? You played. I did.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So I got to play. I took 2 decks this time. This is 4th of July weekend, or 4th of July itself, with my friends, just a cookout barbecue thing. And my friends are nerds, so we played Magic on 4th of July. Whatever.
Of course.
And half broke off for board games, half broke off. Oh, and your cat.
Cat's jumping in and out of the box. It's fine.
Yep. Half broke off for board game. Wingspan, upgraded Wormspan, the dragon Wingspan.
Cool.
Fun, apparently. And the rest of us played Magic. I played my Ulalek deck, which has been upgraded and is okay. Did okay. I think I won 1 game. And then I can't remember exactly the wins and losses because it was literally a testing weekend.
Okay.
And then the other was Disa, which was terrible. So I played 2 games with Disa and put her aside. She's the one that makes goifs if you hit, which is nice. And if they go into the graveyard from anywhere, they come out if she's on the field.
Gotcha.
So it's a lot of graveyard. You want to exile, or not exile, kill stuff, mill stuff, etc. So, anywhere but the battlefield, because if it's from the battlefield, they don't bounce. So, anyways, yes, recursion mill. It was terrible. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, why is this terrible? I don't know what's going on here. So I spent the last 2.5 days with nothing but Jund in my head, looking up information on combos that work with her, things that how she works, and get like an idea of what like CEDH players do to kind of get an idea of what it should do.
Yeah.
And I found a couple good combos which are in there that are reasonable. They're not like crazy combos. So I've rebuilt it and tested it online myself, just goldfishing, and I think I have a Jund deck finally. That is my goal, is to get every color combination.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever said that out loud, but that's kind of where I'm heading with this. That's why I'm experimenting with all these different decks. And I hate
every 2 color or every 3 color?
Every color combination.
Every 2 and every 3?
And every 1 and every 4 and a 5 color. I'm not sure what the 5 color will be, but that will probably be the last thing I build.
Should be an Aragorn Super Friends.
We'll see. I want to know all the colors before I decide.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds, like, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
So that will be my last deck.
That's a lot of decks.
It is a lot of decks. It's no small amount of decks. I think it's like 43 or something like that. I don't know exactly, but it's a lot. Yeah. So I have plenty of time to work on it. And plenty of things to explore.
It'll grow over the time.
Yeah. But Jund's...
so you can't have 2 of the same then.
Exactly. That's the goal. So I actually will tear apart my Mermaids deck because I have another blue deck I want to make that's more interesting.
Gotcha.
So anyways. But yeah, so I think I have that finally, which I am terrible at recursion, mill, and graveyard things. Like none of these are my thing. And so
those things.
I know. That's why I'm like, this is my John learns how the graveyard works.
Yeah.
That's what I called this deck. I was talking to our friend AJ, and I was like, that's what this is. It teaches me to pay attention to my graveyard and to pay attention to everyone else's, because goives are all about graveyard presence.
Yeah.
So you really have to pay attention in this deck more than these other ones. So anyways, it's a training for me. But yeah, Ulalek is a lot like dragons. It was kind of boring. I guess technically that's a 5 color, but it's also a no color, so I'm not sure if it counts. And I think I'm probably going to kill it after this. I just wanted to build an Eldrazi deck to see how they work.
Sure.
And I don't really like it that much. It's fine.
Yeah,
I can make it powerful if I want, but I'm not sure I really want to. So anyways, that's what I got to play. It was a lot of fun, and clearly I'm still obsessed with Jund because I'm waiting for things to come together on the cards that I ordered. And after that, I will forget Jund even exists, probably. It's not true. I actually enjoy the deck. It's really fun and fast and has a few cool combos. So.
Nice.
Yeah, very aggro-y. I'm not good at that. I'm used to waiting. You gotta attack. You gotta attack every turn you can with everything you can, basically, to make this deck really hum.
Oh, aggro is my thing.
Yeah, because if it hits, you get a Goyf. So
right.
It becomes worth it.
You want to hit.
Yeah. You want to swing.
You need to swing to hit.
Yeah, you want to swing and you want to hit and you want to cheat stuff. So, but it's fun. So yeah, that's what I got to play. Beyond that, not much. I don't think I've played anything else.
The only thing I got to play was Arena, and it was quick draft Murders at Karlov Manor, and I hadn't drafted it, so I did. I did terribly. It's a weird set. Synergy doesn't really work. You just go aggro somehow. You just take the best aggro cards, and that seemed to work, but I don't know, not a fan. I wanted to draft it before, because what I've been doing is drafting a lot on Arena and learning the formats through quick draft, and then figuring out which ones I want to get draft boxes of before they start disappearing.
Gotcha.
And same with then into play boxes, which Murders was on sale for $75.
Yeah, I was just
last
looking
week.
that up.
It's not for anymore.
Yeah, I was wondering where it landed.
Yeah, even at that point, I didn't feel like picking it up.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know.
Well, just because there are others.
83 tax and shipping, I'm sure.
Just because there's so many others that are in that still $80-something price range.
Yeah.
That like I'd rather pick up Wilds or, I don't know, anything else.
Yeah, is Wilds in $80 range?
No, it's like 90, but like getting close.
Yeah, close
like
enough.
might as well like the
yeah,
difference
you
is
might as well get something you want to play instead of something you don't
Yeah.
really care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I get that. I get that.
I also lost an evening to brewing a mono white deck.
Oh.
Commander deck.
Oh, what is it?
Muriel Shield of Argive.
Okay, I've never heard of her.
From Brothers War. She's a human soldier legendary creature. 3 and a white, 3/4. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments.
Gross.
Whenever Muriel's Shield of Argive attacks, create X/1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens, where X is the number of soldiers you control.
So you just double your soldiers every turn.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Yep.
Yeah.
Token Storm.
Yeah.
White weenie aggro.
Yes.
Yep. That fits.
And so I've just been putting in a bunch of cards that I've been playing in on Arena, and
is it good?
I haven't played the deck yet. I haven't had a chance to test it.
Yeah,
but
usually they say white is the worst mono
right.
color.
So, but I'm curious because this seems.
It sounds like it works really well.
Seems
or would
fine,
work easy,
and there's enough card draw now.
That was their big weakness in white, right?
And now there is.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other deck I brewed was a red-white, so Boros.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be the one that's a little stronger, and that's a Nim Pakal Thousandth Moon from Lost Caverns. It's a legendary creature, human soldier, 1 red-white, 1/2. Whenever you attack with one or more non-gnome creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on a Nim, then create X/1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on a Nim.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Not quite a quick doubler, but still good. Yeah. You have to have other creatures in there too. Interesting.
Yep.
So you're gonna want all the little hasty guys and like gobos or whatever.
Yes.
Whatever works fast with them. That makes sense.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. But that one I brewed just from cards I knew, which was super fun to build. So it's probably not very good, and it's not.
You figure it out.
Yeah, and I feel like you can just.
Decks now, like
I feel like
you starts bad.
If your curve is a bunch of 1 and 2 drops,
Yeah,
and then
good.
just
you're pretty fine.
And card draw, yeah, you're fine.
You'll probably hit some finishing trouble. Right?
Sure.
Because
sure.
you're like, I don't have a finisher in here. I haven't figured out how to do that.
There's a couple board wipes in case I get outrun, and there's some removal, but just a lot of token doublers in it, like Rosie's in it.
Oh yeah.
Mondrak's in it.
Oh, you have Mondrak?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you had that. That's a good card.
I don't have it physically.
Oh, okay.
But it just this is all
the list that you want. I see.
Yeah, like cards that I've been playing with on Arena.
Yeah, I haven't gotten Mondrak. He's one of my. I need to buy one of those. Worst part is he's one of those I sold.
Yeah, I sold mine too.
That's why it's so infuriating.
I sold mine
that
too.
I want
No,
one.
this is all planning on just messing around with you guys on
TTS. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a good way to go.
Yeah. And then if I really do end up liking the deck, then I'll get it.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Kind of a thing. But
cool. Market stuff. You mentioned prices.
yeah.
I'm kind of curious what's going on with everything. I don't know. I guess everyone heard that Assassin's Creed crashed.
Yeah, my box arrived.
Yeah. Sad that it crashed.
Did it crash?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like crazy.
Well, sure. I think 400 was a little silly.
Yeah, well, obviously. It's 256 now.
Yeah, it's a different product.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the
It's
plate
not-
boxes are at 108, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think. Because they're the smaller.
They're not play, they're beyond.
Oh, yeah, beyond boxes. That's what I mean.
You can't
like,
draft
it's a smaller
it.
product.
I wish you could draft it.
You
There's
cannot draft it?
No.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And it's the epilogue boxes. There's 24 packs in a box.
I knew it was smaller. I just didn't know it was not draftable.
It's not draftable, and there's less cards in the pack.
7 or something. Yeah.
And there's 24
This was
packs
a
in a
miss.
box.
They missed on Universes Beyond. I'm disappointed in them.
I don't know if it's a miss. It's just doing fine.
It's doing okay.
I think it went up too high too fast, and people
Well,
were like,
that's
"Oh, we
true.
do still have some," because I don't think there's this. Like, you're
The
not
hype-
gonna.
The hype got
The
it.
demand for Assassin's Creed is not gonna match the demand of Fallout, right when the Fallout show is dropping.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't know.
That's true. Fallout was a much bigger thing. I think they've nailed
And there's less
everything
there's
but
less
Doctor Who,
cards
right?
in the
As far as
Assassin's Creed.
universe.
And the thing with Fallout is you can get the cards in the Fallout collector box, or there are cards you can't get anywhere else besides the Fallout collector box.
Yeah.
Like, they're ones that aren't in the commander decks.
Yeah. the serialized
Whereas,
too.
yeah, but beyond the serialized, the Assassin's Creed has nothing, and the etched foils or whatever. But like, besides that, the actual playable copies, you can get those in the Beyond boosters.
Yeah, and there's not that many cards in the set.
It's a
so
smaller set.
Yeah, you get a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So I don't think demand
It's
for
just
the
an
singles.
EV push.
Yeah.
Push pull. That makes sense.
I think it rides on
So here's
the demand of the serialized.
quick side tangent. We don't know yet, but we do know Sorcery is a smaller set.
Yeah.
We don't know the size of the box.
Yeah.
If they do the massive, because remember Sorcery was like crazy number of packs to open them.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? It
Yeah.
was. It was awesome. It was so fun
Yeah.
to open because there's so many cards and it was always a good
Yeah.
time. Yeah, if they're the same size and the set's as small as it is,
Oh,
it will
true.
not be a good time. It
True.
will not
That's
be a
fair.
fun opening. It will be a bunch of junk
of bull.
cards you
Yeah.
don't want and very few of what you want. I will be very sad if that ends up being the case. I really hope they don't screw that up. We'll find out in fall very soon. A couple months.
When's that out?
October 4th.
October. Okay, we have time.
Yeah, a couple months. But yeah, I don't care about like the prices holding up, but I do want to open it. And
Yeah.
they just did such a good job on that first box.
Yeah.
I enjoyed opening it so much. I really was hoping to enjoy opening this box, and if they make it poorly, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be very sad. So anyway,
Yeah.
side sorcery tangent.
Yeah.
What else is happening in the market that was worth talking about? Not much. Bloomborough. Everyone.
The
loves
under
it.
the under $100 draft boxes are getting harder and harder to find.
Oh yeah, that's gone the way of the
Yeah.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's out. It's out. And Bloomborough, I think.
That's what I've been watching a lot.
People were saying it's either sold out or hard to get a hold of. They didn't have enough. Something.
Of course,
Yeah.
there's high demand for it,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's just hype or if that's just
Well, and here's the thing.
it's standard set. It's going to be around.
There'll be more boxes.
Yes,
There'll be more boxes.
correct.
I promise.
Correct.
Amazon will have boxes.
There was a lot of hype about OTJ. Then there was a lot of, like, at the very beginning where it jumped
and
up.
that has held up.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
fair, I think it is above its like MSRP, right? Because 140 is.
There is no
default.
MSRP.
Well,
But like 140 should be,
it's like the.
and that's
yeah,
where it's at.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But it's not above it.
But it hasn't gone below it really for much.
It did. It did.
Did it?
Yeah.
OTJ?
Like
Okay.
one, but not
Maybe
much.
A short period.
A short
Yeah,
period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So,
but it's still my point is it's still available.
Standard set.
Yeah.
It will be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
we promise. I can't guarantee you anything because I don't have insight to Magic and WotC, but I pretty much guarantee it. Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
It'll be in print for how long?
Is that 3 years?
Yeah.
Is it print?
Yeah. For standard. For standard.
The rotation.
The rotation for standard.
Yeah. I wonder if the print is tied to the rotation or not.
I'm sure it is. But if there's still
yeah, I don't think it is.
I think it's no, not necessarily.
Directly.
Not directly. And then you have if there is still need for it, like if the play box goes to 200, right? They're gonna print more.
Well, that's true. That's the real thing is that they can run another run and not worry about it.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
Standard set.
Yeah, that's
Don't
why
panic.
that's why
Panic!
That's why I'm not even rushing
But
about
the
Modern
box.
Horizons play boxes.
Yeah, but the collector boxes I think will be worth.
Sure, if you are interested and excited for a set, grab a collector box.
Other thing, and the whole internet's talking about this, so sorry audience, I'm telling Tommy more than you because you guys probably already know because you all listen to the same stuff I do. The reserve list squirrel cards have all spiked.
Of course.
Because of Bloomberg, and apparently this is the rumor, and I don't know. It plays like old Magic, like it's kind of
Bloomberg does.
Yeah, so they're like I don't know if you wanted to say like starting over again, if you will, to a degree, like reintroducing basic cards. I think so because
vanilla cards.
This is probably supposed to help bring kids in, right?
Well, isn't that what Foundations is supposed to be?
Yeah, and that's why Foundations is right there.
Yeah. So then you have
it's
both
like
of those
starting,
in standard.
Fresh, new generation of Magic players sort of draw. I think that's what's going on. I don't know. But regardless, some of the reserve list squirrel cards went nuts. And I have some. And I'm happy about that. I bought them 1,000,000 years ago. The Hermit, was it? The Deranged Hermit?
Okay.
I think it went from I don't even remember what it was when I bought it, but it was low double digit, maybe single digit. And it's now last I looked, it was $70.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so it went up. Now, reality, will it stay there?
No.
No.
More people are going to be like, wait, it's how much?
Yeah, exactly. It's totally going to drop.
Yeah,
it's totally going to drop. So if you have a bunch of them or whatever, sell them to the hype. That's what I would recommend. But yeah, I'm not selling mine because I want to make a squirrel deck eventually. Squirrels, man.
Squirrel support.
Yeah, squirrel support. Serious business.
Hey, I built a squirrel deck.
There's nothing wrong with squirrel decks.
My
thing is awesome.
Yeah, when we made when we made those popper commander decks.
Oh, was that a squirrel deck?
It was a squirrel deck.
So funny.
I still have it upstairs.
It's still good. Yeah. Squirrels are good, man.
Yeah. Maybe I grabbed some of those old scrolls.
Yeah.
Because I was grabbing old cards for that too.
Yeah.
Because you have to if you're making scrolls.
Actually, you might want to check that deck. May be worse
Yeah.
right now. Or keep it and add Bloomberg squirrels into it and make it more of a.
But then we'll need to play popper commander.
Well, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that. You'll have to upgrade it.
Yeah.
Get better things, but anyways, fun stuff. Magic seems amusing right now.
Yeah.
We'll see how it all plays out. Power level will be a question mark on Bloomberg. I'm sure that will affect it, but
yes,
people are super hyped for it. So
yeah,
we will see. We will see.
Yeah.
Any other topics? There's not much to talk about with Star Wars, or is there?
There is there is and there isn't. Yeah. Pre-release was this weekend. I heard Cad Bane did really well, so I really am hoping that there's going to be more boxes available. Because from what it sounds like and what it seems like when set 1 dropped, they were like, "Here's all the boxes," and then they were gone.
Yeah.
I think there was one more small wave that stores got after the initial release, and if that, and it was those were allocated. And then we've been getting those drips of a couple of boxes a month, like they've said. But what I'm hoping happens is that they didn't push out, because if they pushed out all the boxes again, and because the prices they're like 170, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. Just
on the second set already on TCG Player, and so it's
it's pre-sale. You don't know if that's real. How many people are going to get canceled on?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I think this is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I honestly don't think so, because all stores they have their product.
Yeah.
All the stores I know that I'm ordering from locally have their product.
Well, we can hope. I hope no one gets canceled on.
But I don't know. I can't obviously vouch for stores on TCG
and
Player.
TCG Player.
I'm just talking about.
Many.
I'm just talking about my stores. That's
why,
that's why I want to support my local stores with Star Wars, because I want to show that hey, keep ordering this. I know it's a really weird situation.
It's a pain in the butt, yeah, for you as a store, but
your locals are supporting it, and we're coming out and we're playing every week, so, and we're ordering from you. So.
Yep. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm getting the one box. That's it.
Yeah.
It'll sit on my shelf. That's its
I think
mission.
I scrounged around. The highest I paid was $140 a box. But I mean, I just, again, wanted to support locals. So I think I'm at 3 cases, 2 boxes,
so
3 boxes. 3 boxes. 3 cases, 3 boxes. So 3.5. Yeah. But then I'll probably be done.
Yeah. Until next set.
3 months. November. July, August, September, October, November.
3, 4 months.
4 months, yeah.
Yeah, 4 plus release.
Yeah.
Release plus 4.
Yeah.
So, 3 sets a year, is that what they're at?
Yeah, 3 sets a year.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And I'm really hoping that and November is when supposedly we'll be getting the reprints of set 1 and 2.
So yeah, this one's a weird
I think
one,
it's a temporary, that's why I'm not like going crazy. I'm just like, I don't need.
And they've never guaranteed they wouldn't print more stuff.
No, absolutely not. No, and that's why
it's something they would do actually.
Right,
based on their history.
And that's why
game.
when it comes to sealed product for Star Wars, I'm holding 2 boxes a set.
Yeah, you just want the cards.
I just want the cards.
I gotcha.
And then I have a bunch of friends who they'll borrow cards, and I build decks for them. And
trade binder.
I have a trade binder that I've been trading with a lot.
Makes sense.
And so just basically helping support the community and the locals being able to play the decks they want to play.
Yeah.
And it's worked out really well so far. But I don't know.
Do you have any...
The two I'm holding, I'm not like holding the boxes like, oh, I think these are going to go crazy, because they're not. I think it's going to be more of what Lorcana's experienced, of where it went up to like $400 a box. And then came right back down to 100.
Yeah, because that's what they want. They're like, everybody
we're gonna
should
keep
get this.
printing this.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, like
smart move, honestly, in the beginning. Because you don't want to go crazy with it, but at the same time, you want to make sure your game can grow to the extent it can grow. Correct. And not supply-driven issue there.
Yeah, and if your game grows naturally and more people get involved, demand increases.
Yeah, that's true.
And you have a more stable demand, opposed to possibly like having a game and then losing your small amount of supporters, and then the game just stops.
Yeah.
Like there's no one there.
At least with Lorcana, there's always going to be Disney collectors too.
So absolutely.
I guess Star Wars.
Star Wars is the same thing though.
Yeah, that's
Like there's so many people that don't play the game that go into.
They're just straight up copying Lorcana. They're like, what should we do that Lorcana did, and try to stick behind
the super fancy 1 in like 12 boxes and.
Yeah. I would, if I were them, I would like Asmodee behind. Well, I don't know if they trust Rathersberger's strategy or whatever, but I mean, I don't know. It seems like it would be a smart play.
Yeah. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I don't know enough about Lorcana to speak to the.
Me neither. I know it's crashed.
That's
all I know.
What their similarities are. But. Yeah.
They said it was going to crash. They said they were going to crash it.
Yeah, they said they were going to print it, and they printed it. And Star Wars is saying they're going to print it, so they're going to print it. Yep. But Fantasy Flight, maybe they don't.
Well, that's where it's like, we'll see. We'll see how
they
this
just
one
have
plays
to
out.
keep going.
Yeah.
But I think we'll definitely get reprints. But yeah, I got to keep the sets coming. I'm very excited and looking forward to a place where it's just common to be able to 1 or 2 weeks a month have it be limited, have it be draft, and their V boxes to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be a fun experience, and it also brings in new but not new to card games players.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like it pulls over from the others.
Right.
Which I heard. What was the game? There's some game that had a similar situation like that, like lack of product made. Oh, maybe it was One Piece. I think this was Kitchen Table TCG. Sorry, you guys, you probably heard this too. Kitchen Table TCG was talking about how I think One Piece just didn't have product for so long that people just abandoned it, and they're playing like Star Wars and other things because they're like.
There are a couple people.
Yeah, they're like, I can't fight for boxes forever. Like I want to play the games I want to play, and there's a million choices, so go play something else.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're a player, you want to play. So,
right.
Yeah, I think that happened, which was somewhat predictable, I think, with Weiss.
Yeah, I mean, but it's also just like any licensed product, right? And that's why I think the true like we had the podcast last week, it all comes back to Magic. I think Magic's doing it right, where they have their game, they're not dependent on IP, but they benefit from IP through Universes Beyond.
Yeah.
So they get the best of both.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So
Magic's king.
They get to draw people in. I do right now prefer limited Star Wars to limited Magic, but limited Magic is also just very fun, depending on the set.
Yeah, I was gonna say set to set. I would
set
honestly
to set,
say I don't think it's universally fun. But
no, it's typically.
Yeah, they've done a good job recently. Modern Horizons and such.
Modern Horizons was fun. OTJ was fun. Eldraine was fun.
I don't know. I was just flipping through Fab to see if there's any remarkable market situation. And I'd say not really.
No.
Not much to talk about there. New set's coming. Rosetta looks beautiful.
In September, October?
Yeah, something like that. And I think they did the splash spoiler, quiet summer. That's Fab's pattern. Yeah, I think they take August off or something, or really low key during that period.
Yeah.
So
there's some events going on.
Yeah. We'll see how that one goes.
Yeah.
I did sell a couple of the Earth
oh, nice.
Things.
Yeah.
I think Earth and Lightning maybe sold. Couple.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Had some cold foils of. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Anything else with that?
I don't have anything on Fab. Yeah. I talked about drafting Arcane Rising last weekend. That was the last Fab thing I did.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else you want to talk about? I'm pretty low on topics, I'll be honest. I've been focused on D-Set, and Jund.
Yeah, I was looking at, I don't know, we kind of touched on it earlier. I've been keeping an eye and going back and forth on where I want my sealed Magic collection and what I should be looking at, because the more we do this, I like to reflect and be like, all right, what's working, what's not, what's the pattern?
Yeah.
And I think the pattern and the plays are about to rotate limited format draft boxes, and that still have relevant cards, or just ones that are older and they're not the new hot thing, because the new hot thing's
so you're all in on Midnight Hunt.
No. I already have one. Making sure I get things that I don't have. If I don't have a box
that's still available, I think at distro too.
I have a draft box. I have a draft box of distro. I was looking at Crimson Val. There was
that time frame is still on distro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And exactly. So that's my point,
that
right?
Was an era.
So why rush into? You don't have to.
You do not have to. I think this is more recent stuff. You don't need to rush, but just be aware. It's not like. Crimson
it's not going to be the same bottoms.
Yeah, no, and I'm pretty sure I'd have to check the.
But there's more packs. It's the new play booster
it's
over a draft.
Thing. It's a whole different thing.
But I think just the disappearance of draft boxes and the replacement of play boosters is just going to push draft boxes up as more people just look to those.
Makes sense.
For now.
Yeah.
As a cheaper alternative while they're still around.
Got to compete with Rudy though. He's offering them for relatively cheap.
Yeah. I'm not the one selling them. I'm the one buying them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, there's no selling anytime soon. This is not a quick 10D strategy.
No,
This is a long-term strategy.
Yes, and this is either a long-term strategy or draft with friends.
Well, I mean, always playability is a totally different thing. Yeah. But as far as buying sealed product.
When I went away this weekend, I was with a bunch of family, and I was like, maybe one of them has learned how to play Magic. So I brought 6 boosters of March of the Machine, and I was like, a couple of them were like, yeah, I know how I played Magic. And then I brought up the idea of drafting it, and they were like, oh, what's that? And I was like, no, all right, cool. No. That's not happening.
No.
And I also realized I forgot to bring extra basic lands. So it was just kind of going to be
real hard to get that to
yeah,
work.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm not going to push it.
Yeah.
But
should have brought some precons. It's the best.
I did bring precons, the Star Wars starter decks.
Okay.
I showed them that. We didn't have time to play, but I was able to. They were interested in learning how to play. And then a couple of them I'm going to teach on Tabletop Simulator how to play.
Yeah. That's
and so we're because they've been interested in getting into a card game But I think it's one of those things that Star Wars does really well is it checks 2 boxes. One, it's a fairly new game, so the player doesn't feel like they're missing out. They feel like they're getting in early. And then that they're not having to play catch up. Because I know a very intimidating thing about Magic is there's millions of cards. That is a plus to some people and a negative to others.
Totally. Intimidating.
It's intimidating, yeah. And so it's intimidating, but then
you can't even tell what format you can play because there's so many formats.
Right.
You're like, you do what with the who to what? I remember coming back in like 2020. I was like, what has happened here? What is even going on? What is all this nonsense?
And then
so, you're right about that.
So it checks that box, but then it also checks Star Wars. So
that gets them.
And then you can go to you're going to social events and you're meeting people and you instantly have an icebreaker of, we both like Star Wars.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah. You're not going to be playing a Star Wars TCG if you don't like Star Wars.
And especially right now, there's so much stuff to chat about with that. What do you think of the latest show? What do you think of that movie? What do you think about this? What happened if that happened?
It's a great way to meet friends and make friends. I've made a bunch of friends through cards, both Flesh and Blood, Magic, and Star Wars. So
Cat is participating.
Cat saying hi. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited but nervous with Star Wars. Great game. Super excited. But who knows?
Yep, they can get messed up.
I'm not trying to be super collectible about it. But
hold on to what you
playing.
love.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. But Magic though, gotta scoop out those draft boxes. So
yeah, I'm not really buying anything anymore.
And then the collector boxes when they come out, because those are, I think,
I'd
fine to pick up early.
Every set? Question mark?
Assassin's Creed.
I think I got that.
You did?
Have to double check. No, I ended up buying a new Ravnica box, a second Ravnica box, because there was like a bit of a price drop.
Got it.
I grabbed that right before it went up too. I was actually really happy because I got it on Amazon when it was already spiked on TCG Player.
Oh,
and
nice.
Sometimes it takes them like a day to catch up, and I got it at that price, and the next day it was up.
Nice.
And then TCG Player was stupid high, which I think has come down since then. But
nice.
But you're right. I don't think I have Assassin's Creed. I should probably do that now that it's come down from the crazy 400.
It's down.
Because when it hit 400, I'm like, I'll miss it.
No.
Like I miss Doctor Who, I can miss this. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
But no, it's a more reasonable price. I might. But I have a little bit of every collector box, I think, except for Who and this Assassin's Creed right now.
Yeah. But, cool. Well, I think that does it for us this week. And we'll catch you guys next week. Oh, and probably next weekend's also going to be a very busy weekend.
We'll talk about it.
We will figure it out. But also, at some point during the weekend, I'm going to be opening up some Star Wars boxes.
Oh, right. That's right.
I may just randomly go live next weekend and open them.
That'll be the pod. Do it.
And we'll figure it out. So, until next week, we'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one.